premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sport meets vibe.
Sport Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
We all say when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag.
Ding ding day, bam bam day, ay ay ay. Chelete muligo, muligo ki chelete, muligo ki chelete, muligo ki chelete.
Your body day hot, please cool it down. Don't sell your sister because of money. I know the pressure's hard, the country's hard. Keep on walking on bullshit,
Everybody chelete muligo, muligo ki chelete, muligo ki chelete, muligo ki chelete, 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 chelete.
now hey, change my identity. Oh, there is no pressure. Need my day.
Chelete muligo, muligo ki chelete, muligo ki chelete, muligo ki chelete, 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 chelete. A chelete muligo, que muligo. Ay mende conmigo muligo. Satrumingo makatuku na manaka nungu kuzuku.
Straight up by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
No more, no less. That's Tᴏᴜᴛᴏ.
I want to dance with my G's. Motistan Latin 1990. Me ráyè jati. But me one girls don't like to party. Myself, I dey gbadun baddies. On the weekend, I dey travel out. Big Bola be and so fatty. Add everything, what's the matty? Mashima makes sense. Tutun with the jolly test. Touchdown at the town they red. I'm a butter with the dry break bread. Mashima makes sense. Tutun with the jolly test. Touchdown at the town they red. I'm a butter with the dry break bread.
Stainless, don't just open it. Don't bring your girl to the concert. Maybe you see this setting, see I see.
Second verse, only remaining the same circumstance. I ran know the song one play second time, but the schedule see out to 1 second sign. Well, second chance, second try, second dance, second glass, second half, second seat, you say second side, yeah. Hello, my dear, hello, my dear, sweetie, my dear. Belle man, she might make sense. Tutun with the jolly test. Touchdown at the town they red. I'm a butter with the dry break bread.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enoch and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
right, guys. Yes, of course. That's about the Teranga Lions of Senegal. Can now tell you guys that one, you don't cast though a quick $100,000. All right, guys. Yes, of course. We also, as you already know, yesterday I know this the Senegalese players, the easy opportunity and easy routes to go, and then of course you already know that Senegal currently are topping that group. And up next, of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be playing on Saturday, and then we can now begin to hope that the Chan Eagles will perhaps get to qualify for the last stages of the competition. Welcome to the latest edition of Sports Cruise, live from 98.3 FM at the Sound of Lagos. My name is Aɗitomo Oluwasegun, otherwise known as Agbeton. And of course, you know as well that ᴑᴏᴛ joins me on the show every Mondays down to Fridays, and Villarreal that's going to be kicking off. In fact, that game has already kicked off. I beg your pardon, I'm talking about Victor Gyökeres in that particular one. Earlier on today as well, it was confirmed that Liverpool also confirmed the signing, or should I say confirmed the transfer of their striker Darwin Núñez in over 90 games, over 90 starts rather. He has scored 60 goals, which a lot of people don't even know about. And of course, you also know that as well, that he definitely will have a chance at redemption right there in the Saudi Championship. Their first game is going to be on the 13th of August. That's more or less a week from now. And of course, you also know as well that apart from listening to us via your normal radio gadgets, you can take a listen to us via it is at www.mainlandfm.com or even Radio Garden platform as well. Just search for us at Mainland 98.3 FM and you can get to listen to us. If you want to do that as well via WhatsApp, it's 036,430. But we won't be picking your calls now. Don't worry, guys, we get to pick your calls. Okwemi, good evening to you. And disappointing start for the Chan Eagles yesterday. We can only begin to pray, as well as the Super Falcons of that they have done, in recent weeks. What exactly do you have to say about that?
I'm not looking for any table, and I'm not even doing any prayer. They are doing themselves.
Yeah, we are praying together.
No, I'm not praying. I have better things to pray for.
Okay.
They are doing themselves.
But okay, see.
In case they don't need the money, and I don't know what other motivation you need. If you're a Nigerian Premier Football League player, you play in the Nigerian League, and maybe your salary is 600,000 every month, and amongst that 600,000, because that's the Chan, and then you know that, like I've always said, I don't care what anybody says. I don't see a problem with that. As long as the people are bringing glory to Nigeria, I don't see a problem with that as well. But for the Chan Eagles, I probably would have expected them to motivate themselves. So what is good for the goose is obviously good for the gander. And I think that if you see what the Super Falcons got, $100,000 with so many other side money, and they said they would deposit 10 million in each of the players' bank account, that same bank, then the remaining money will be shared by the technical crew. So if you're a Nigerian Premier League player, you know what it means to win the Premier League player. Playing in Premier League, you probably get national honor, even if it's MON they give you. He goes down nobody. And I'm sure the other Lajis would come as well. You don't need any more motivation to beat Senegal yesterday. See, I know Senegal are no pushovers, that the defending champions. But again, if you look at the composition of Nigeria's team, it's almost 80% of the starting 11 plays for Remo Stars, and they just won the league. They finished second the previous season. They won the league the last season. So you'd expect there's been a form of synergy. Expect them to play as if it's Remo Stars versus Enyimba or Remo Stars versus Kanopilas, because you guys understand each other. You've been playing together for years. You respect together in the same club. But we failed yesterday.
Woefully good scored.
Look at the goal they scored us. Move ball out of your position. You're expecting your goalkeeper to come out of his arc
as a defender, as an experienced defender.
Took advantage of it, and that was about the end of it. I was thinking that by the first time yesterday, they will have been calling President and say, Presido, the best motivation for a Nigerian based player is money. There's nothing you want to say about it. These guys are managing 400,000, 300,000, 600,000. The ones that are lucky enough are getting maybe 1 million. They are traveling from Gombe to Rivers State by road to play match, and then you know that winning this Nations Cup. Even if the president does not want to give you money, don't worry, we are here. Maybe we told the Tigress. You just go and win.
So, there's also an opportunity for the Chan Eagles to be considered as legends before their superiors, talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Because if they get to win the
if I'm a Nigerian based player, I'm playing in the Nigerian league. I don't care about MON or ON or
money.
OFR or GCFR.
Just give me the money.
Just put money in my account first. Innovation in your life. Than what the Tigers and the Falcons have gotten in the last 10 days or thereabout.
Yeah.
Go out there. I know that it's still not done and dusted. I mean, I've seen a lot of the last World Cup in Qatar. Argentina lost their first game against the lowest ranked team against Saudi Arabia. They defeated Holland in the final. Argentina still went on to win the World Cup also in Qatar when they defeated France in the final, despite the fact that they lost their first game.
Yeah.
Good enough for us. The other two teams also played a draw earlier before we played that game yesterday. So the group stands at Senegal 3, Congo 1, Sudan 1, and Nigeria 0. So we play those two teams next.
Yeah, up next.
And the truth of the matter is that if they're going through to the next round, so we are in a precarious situation in over 7 games.
Exactly.
And it's so bad that you are starting that loss.
Decided to bring up the case or the matter of Aɪlə Cʀᴜɪsᴇ. Now let me also give you some numbers. Back in 2018, that was the last time Nigeria, there was a certain manager in charge of Super Eagles of Nigeria, that was General Tro. Now, there was the assisting second and winning the silver medal. And now this point in time, Aɪlə Cʀᴜɪsᴇ, right, the handler of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, has now been turned. Now the billion-dollar question is this: don't you think it would have been right to let the likes of Daniel Ogumodede as well as Fide Ilechukwu to lead the team instead of a certain Aɪlə Cʀᴜɪsᴇ leading the team?
So what will Cʀᴜɪsᴇ be doing?
He's the manager of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
So which the boys that played Senegal yesterday, who are they?
The Chan Eagles, Super Eagles B.
Are they the future Eagles?
The Super Eagles B.
Wait first. Did you call them Flying Eagles B?
No. Super Eagles B.
Future Eagles B?
No. But these coaches understand them better.
No.
See, six of Remo Stars players started the game yesterday.
Agbatomi, if it was to be Ghana, they won't call them Black Starlet of Ghana. It's Black Stars.
Yes.
They call the guys that beat us yesterday the Teranga Lions of Senegal.
Yeah, but
why you think we shouldn't let Cʀᴜɪsᴇ handle the boys? He's not doing anything. The senior team are not in camp.
Okay.
We are preparing for. We are just having paperwork preparation for the next qualifiers.
Yeah.
It's not like the boys are in camp.
Okay.
So what would he be doing if he's collecting that huge amount of money? Is being paid every month with the luxury that comes with being the national top as an avenue to look at 1 or 2 players that can join in the Super Eagles. Some of these guys that are Adi Chan have also been invited to Super Eagles. The reason why Cʀᴜɪsᴇ should not be with those boys. If this coach of the most senior team cannot handle these players like Daniel Ogumodede and Fide Ilechukwu would continue to exist, because these coaches have been in charge of these players. They've played against them, they've coached them, they've competed against them, and there's no case or there's no way a certain Aɪlə Cʀᴜɪsᴇ that has been brought from Mali would understand these players better than the two of them. Listen to me. Nobody is saying Ijabol is not responsible for the team. Yeah. The fact that Cʀᴜɪsᴇ is on the touchline does not mean Ijabol is not responsible for the ball. You are, especially you being a foreign manager. You expect that, because every single weekend, if their club is not playing, they're also looking on their side. They are having the opportunity of playing against the best legs for their respective club side in the Nigerian Premier Football League. You carry them to second position again, and first. So is obviously the most consistent in terms of that ranking, in terms of being up there. And probably the next to line as well had to be the working one. The one everybody calls Sabi Ball. So we have the 2 of the best in the Nigerian Premier Football League at that top level. Sabi respective club sides being in camp with the boys. So I wish I had the opportunity to see that coaching will be done by Ijabol and just not understanding the boys. I don't see it out of foreign-based players. No disrespect to our own-based players too. But why should you struggle to get the best out of the own-based players? Why? So Okwemi, I have a conspiracy theory. I have a conspiracy theory, right? Aɪlə Cʀᴜɪsᴇ. How many MPFL games did Aɪlə Cʀᴜɪsᴇ attend last season? So okay. Let's put you on the tight spot here. No, it's not. Yeah, maybe because I'm looking. If you are chanced, if you have the opportunity, you should even be with the under 15. Okay. That's the thing. But that's not even his responsibility. The highest. But that's not his responsibility. That's what I said. That if you have the chance, if you are chanced, if you have opportunities, okay. I mean, Nigeria, the Super Eagles are not in camp. The Nigerian Premier Football League is on break. The under 17 are in camp preparing for a major tournament, maybe under 17 World Cup. Let me pay a surprise visit to them. Okay. Let me even encourage the coaches. Let me also the teams. Exactly. So it is expected of you to have a broader knowledge national team coach right? It's just like looking at when what's his name now? The former the former
Лекарски was under 21.
Under 21, Лекарски. There are times that Gareth Southgate visits the camp when they're under 21. It's just like you saying you are teaching 400 level. And then you are struggling to. How did you get to teaching SS3 when you are struggling to teach a GSS2? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
How are you teaching 400 level? How are you supervising project? You play as lackadaisical as they played yesterday. I'm trying to understand how we got him the Super Eagles job. But let's even assume
they camp for over 2 months now.
Yes, you've had a few of these guys with you in the national team.
They've played at the Unity Cup in London.
Thank you.
Yeah, when they won.
The bulk of them played the Unity Cup in London. So what is stopping you guys from taking Senegal to the cleaners? So you think the game against Congo is going to be easy?
It's going to be easy.
So you think Sudan will play?
So they will definitely leave gaps open.
They allowed us to play. Congo have
maybe against Senegal. They would also come for a draw.
What are you saying?
And that let's just hope. Let's just hope
I'm not hoping. I know the boys will still qualify. See, the boys will qualify.
With the way they played,
I won't even be
with the way they were dancing.
I won't even be surprised, ba. I won't be surprised.
You don't cast.
I won't be surprised. We still go on to win this Nations Cup. You know, time. I said it for the Tigers. I said it for the Super Falcons. They did. These boys, see the criticism they've gotten yesterday. I've always respected that. I'm sure they had sat back and say, boys, if we lose the next match, I'm not going back to Nigeria with you people. From here, I'm going back to Mali.
I'm going back to Mali.
Straight.
All right, guys, time checking the studio. 27 minutes gone past 6 p.m. And just like we mentioned as well, Arsenal rather are currently up against Nicolas Pepe. Former Arsenal player coming back to haunt Arsenal. You don't go jubilate, but let me also take you guys as well through the starting lineup for Arsenal. The Raya started in goal, and then in defense, of course, right back Ben White. In the out of the defense, we have Gabriel Saliba rather. In this one, Christian Noga, recently bought from Brentford, has also started this game as well as Mikel Merino. Up front, we have Bukayo Saka is feel for him, and then we also have Gabriel Martinelli as well. At the left side of attack. And for Villarreal, we have Junior starting in goal at left back. We have Kado Foyt starting right there. We also have Gueye starting in the midfield. We have Young as well as Gerard Moreno. As it stands, it's current results. And then, of course, we are the Borough, and just like we said. Affectionately called talking about the MBBF had earlier on released a preliminary IBAL champion Caleb Stiwundu, Ugochukwu Simon, Stanley Okugo, as well as Jekiri Thonye all complete the list. With campaign now having commenced officially earlier on this week, we have just 9 players from the provisional list who are AK Kaudu Richie, Akobondo Eyogu, Martin Tigbano, as well as Andrew Ugo Simeon. I know than the previous edition back in 2021 when Nigeria suffered to be held in Angola would be alongside defending champions against Madagascar before taking on reigning champions Tunisia 2 days later, and then finally they'll face Cameroon in their final round robin game on the 7th. All right, let's also talk about some tennis stories now over our rival, talking about Svitolina. Yes, of course, Naomi Osaka chasing her first WTA third level title ever since winning the 2021 Australian, and she has also set up a semi-final against a Danish 16 seed Clara Towson, who also stunned the reigning Australian Open champion. Talking about Madison Keys 6-1 Sikina in that one. We also had the men's singles 6-4 in that one. For the second men's singles quarterfinals, you also had Taylor Fritz of a Russian man, talking about Andrei Rublev. Semifinals is going to be Alexander Zverev up against Karen Khachanov. That's world number 11 to be up against Alexander Fritz. And just like we mentioned as well, tomorrow as well, Naomi Osaka is set to be up against Clara Towson, who is currently world number 16. All right, right, guys, this is Sport Cruise live from 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Few days after deciding to visit Nigeria, we've had, current Chelsea defender talking about Tᴏᴜᴛᴏ, who was born in Manchester in teams. However, is yet to make an official appearance for his half of his parents. And he said, it's something I still think about. We will see in the near future, hopefully, and I'll start to make a decision. It's just about something that has obviously been a topic for many years now since I've become a professional footballer. But again, like I said, we will see. Okay, let me also bring you to this conversation now. A couple of days ago, he was also here in Lagos. He had his own tournament here in Lagos, right there, and I mean, he made sure to visit the Tᴏᴜᴛᴏ Aᴅᴇ to make his call on whether he wants to, represent Nigeria or the Three Lions of Africa or Three Lions of England. And do you think he's merely taking the Super Eagles of Nigeria as his second choice and waiting for the
pre-season games for Fulham? I watched one of the journalists was asking Alex who will be the let me land first.
Okay.
I think it's a good one. You always want the best to come represent you at every single opportunity you have, and I'm not to Osimhen, to
Alex
Lukman, to Alex Iwobi. We've got quite a lot of young guys in the mix, and then we've got a few older players as well. The likes of
the captain
of the side, C쏘ᴜᴜ,
Ahmed Musa as well.
Ahmed Musa, yes. Would also have good friend Ndidi. These guys are a bit of the older generation. So I think most successful English club side in Europe in the last 15, the most successful English club in Europe in the last century. UEFA Cup and Europa League. They won the World Club competition. That's where he's playing at the moment. So he's to be stable for his club first. Remember, he has played for Charlton,
played for Fulham.
For Fulham as well. Was again on loan before he came back to Chelsea. So he's playing at the top level. He was part of the team that just won the Club World Cup. He's young, he's evolving for the league title. They brought in top class players. Can now focus on national team. It's understandable. Of John Fashanu, the likes of Tammy Abraham, Gabriel Agbolan, that they play just if a national team calls you and they play just 3 or 4 games, and they don't call you again 3 years after, that you can change back to your secondary country. But Lagos as first choice, you now go and choose Yabatek as second. You now be coming to me, you repeat my second. Why did you not choose? Exactly. If you have shown that you want to play for Nigeria long, play some breathtaking level of defensive football at the moment, 27 now.
10 years as well. 10
years at the Super Eagles 26. How old was what's his name now? This Newcastle team that they said those games were not competitive games for the Three Lions. So nobody wants to be seen as a second choice. But if Adebayo is able to say that, you know what, I wanted to have stability in my club, so I've jumped at the offer of playing for England. He would not have told England that let me stable in my country, in my club. But now that he's stable at Chelsea and England has still not called him, England has so best defenders. So Adebayo, look at the fact now that Amaju Pinnick has been courted, that Jose Adebayo was also being courted.
To Everton,
to Everton, it was just being on.
It was being up. So Okwemi now, talking about second choice, Okwemi. The fact that Nigeria keep on, or are continuing to wait on players, wanting to change their. I want to change their allegiance to officially represent Nigeria. I mean, we've had players in the past, likes of Kevin Akpoguma at the point. There was also Folarin Balogun on the cards. At the point as well, there was Leon Balogun. And then of course, there came the conversation of the Oyinbo Wall, him alongside William Troost-Ekong. But doesn't this bring disrespect to the national team of Nigeria when we keep on waiting for players to come and taking
this thing as a friendly match?
Doesn't this bring a form of disrespect to them?
Like I said, it's not a problem when you go around to look for the best players to come play for your club, to come play for you. If you have the money, you can buy those players. There was a time at Chelsea where Chelsea starting 11 had like 7 national team captains. From Czech Republic to
England,
to Ghana,
to Nigeria,
to England,
to Germany.
Nigeria, to Germany. For national team, you cannot buy a player from another country to come and play for you. So you have to look for the very best that are willing and ready to commit their future to your country and play for you. I said something yesterday to a colleague of mine on a space conversation. I said, the fallout of the Super Falcons performance at this last women, that means that even our foreign-based players that have been hanging around to play for maybe Netherlands or Mexico or Nigeria, they would want to come play for the Falcons. Now, first off, even if apart from it, they had all of those enjoyment, those fun,
the
they had
rewards and everything.
Biggest artists come perform for them.
Yeah.
You want to look at all of this, look at it, and you're like, wait a minute. If I have the opportunity of playing for Nigeria, so it's a challenge for the organizers of the Nigerian league. We had a couple of those players there that were playing for that are still playing for Nigeria. I'm sure a lot of them will get bigger. Let us have a functional women league. You understand? That is competitive enough, not having by
a bridge league.
No. Rivers Angels winning 11 out of 12 consecutively. Let it be competitive enough. Let us have the very best of hands playing for the
at least
best
take a look at Queen's Cinderella run to the CAF Champions
League final where they eventually lost. So if we continue to build up on this success that we brighten from the WSL next season, is African best goalkeeper. She's like Arsenal. Moved over to Liverpool, went to China, came to Spain. They repeated it again. Despite the fact that she was injured for almost 3 months, she still ended the season with the highest goal scorer. So we have global study, they have the technical balance things. So you cannot compare it. I have big respect for NPFL players.
I let them come. That was, of course, of an unofficial goal because
Emirates Stadium.
And then C쏘ᴛᴏʀᴛ. We'll be right back.
I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my God bless you.
But he was fine that a reason one or two of the clubs are a little bit nervous to his character in that sense. But whether that's true or not.
Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen, every day of the weekday.
Now straight off the show. Don't forget, guys, you can also join the conversations around 3-6,410. But before we bring you guys into the conversation, because of a match of the day, saying that I heard, from sources, unofficial social information, and he said that one of the, the clubs have refused to go for Victor Osimhen is due to the fact that it is because of his attitude. Meaning that I'll be asking you a question. We've seen clubs in the English Premier League, Newcastle. Despite the fact that they've been looking for a striker, they never thought of Victor Osimhen. Arsenal, before the Club World Cup, there were always consistent rumors between Chelsea and Osimhen, but things never got serious. Instead of getting Victor Osimhen, Chelsea got João Pedro, they got Liam Delap. Manchester United as well. No concrete now. They're also about getting Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. Liverpool as well, Okoyemi. No form of discussion regarding Liverpool as well as Victor Osimhen. And instead of Victor Osimhen, they went to what is it called now? Eintracht Frankfurt to bring in Yᴏᴜᴜᴜ. And now they are also willing to pay 150 for it to answer this. Do you agree with the comments of Gary Lineker? Or you think, just like he said, grapevine sources, you think that all of these are just an attempt, to me?
I'm pained. And I'm not even paying for guys who are not radio friendly, and you can't blame me. I'm a Nigerian disappearing for days. I'm in the Belgian league before he moved to the French league. He got a record transfer deal during about the fit. Then the thing didn't work out well. The following season there were issues using coconut head to describe me because I lost a penalty. So small tournament, my own continental showpiece. You are calling it a small tournament because you feel like because in January I will leave the team. Did you not know I'm an African before you signed me as a player? Do you understand? So if those reactions come in and he said not to talk to his team, able to pinpoint and say, for a few days we did not see Victor Osimhen. He went MIA. I don't care. This guy had come to play for Nigeria. This guy had gotten injured while playing for Nigeria. But not see where they carry that.
But not unofficial.
Listen,
not unofficial.
See, there's no way Victor Osimhen can live in a Napoli or Galatasaray. Journalists, a lot of them pained that they did not invite them to Turkey to their own player. After Victor Osimhen,
talking about that.
That is Matthias Cunha that when he just signed 60 million pounds.
Scored how many goals? He scored 13 goals last season.
Did he not beat officials of his CVs?
Luis Suarez even biting players.
Nili can come and tell me that this was exactly where I heard it. It's something about Harry Kane. Who doesn't know the temperament of a Rooney?
6,000 phones. Yes, good evening. Welcome to you. Please wrap your thoughts quickly. We don't have time, please.
See that you are really funny. See, if they allow you to start fighting people, those bread.
Let's do this quickly, please.
Who is that? play. I want to ask a question. Who is that guy?
Thank you. Thank you
He's
so
our
much.
Nigerian legend. And he's saying another thing about him.
Thank you so much. Let's get a pick more calls. Let's get a pick more calls. 036,000.
You know, I said it that time ago that, you know, because when I called you, when we were talking about, I think you were on leave. But I was talking about why clubs are not coming for Victor. And I said, the reason why some clubs are not coming for him is because of his skin color.
Yes,
This is
so
Are you bringing him racism into this right now?
Yes.
Okay. This is pure witch hunting. It's just we could not talk with it.
Thank you.
We know.
It's not kind at all.
Thank you so much. We'll talk about this.
Focus on this thing tomorrow.
We'll talk about this. Don't worry. We'll talk about this tomorrow. And let's also get to see you. Welcome.
Even though if you have a club that you are coaching in England, you will not come and sign a singer. I know.
Do you know what he said? He said if you have a club in England, you will not come and sign Osimhen.
Why would I sign? Why would I sign him? The best striker in the world right now. Why would I sign him?
Really?
Yes.
Is the best striker in the world?
Yes.
They are just supporting him because he's in Nigeria.
Thank you.
I know that.
I'm supporting him because
If I can get to read more messages, this guy says, "Hi guys, Arsenal they chopped 2-1 at halftime from Villarreal with their Gilchrist. Thanks so much. We appreciate that." Okay, we also have a message. Why are they with the team? I think they know in and out of those home. We appreciate that. Let's also see if we can also read other comments. This person says, "Good evening, guys. Don't forget that Aďara Bioyo's football age is 21, assuming he was born and bred in Nigeria. God catch on for Nigeria." Thank you so much, Tunde from Ijegun. The calls. I think we need to focus more tomorrow on this discussion.
We'll start the show with this
we'll talk about this more. But guys, I trust we can't pick any more calls at this point in time. We also have messages as well. On Facebook. Yes, Aḻe
Brzo is not 21 years old.
No. He said, don't forget that Aďara Bioyo's football age is 21, assuming he was born and All right, guys, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time doing this as well, but we'll be back as well tomorrow, 6 p.m., same time, same station, to join the conversation. Thank you so much, guys. Big shout out to you also as to go to Tᴏᴜᴛᴏ for doing this. And then by tomorrow, as just like we said, we'll talk about a lot of things and get to pick your calls. Thank you so much, guys, and have a wonderful